आवाज येतो का? मोबाईलला लाव ना. आवाज हां येतोय आवाज? येतोय ना?
Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. For people online, am I audible? Just on the group, if you could put something. कितना हो गया online?
5.
Everybody is online. If you are audible, then we'll move on. Brilliant. Welcome, everybody. We are in November, completing our calendar year, and I hope all of us had a good time. I think we skipped a month or two, but it's good to be back and meet up you all. Sharing some updates. The whole idea is to share updates with all of you all so that you all know what's happening in the firm. So right now, as of last month, we are a team of 181. We were about 200 the last time we spoke, but that was the time when the old articles were going out and the new articles were coming in, so it was expected. This is the number where we are going to be till the time we keep growing the team. So it's a very strong team of 181, and I get to know more that because all of you all know there are elections of the CA Institute. So every candidate from Central Council or Regional Council, they would try and approach us because we have more than, we have nearly 30 chartered accountants in the firm. So they see us like a vote bank, and the feedback that I get from them is that we are the biggest in Thane and maybe the biggest for some areas around Thane. So glad to have that position. I'm not very sure because there is no published statistics on this, but this is the feedback that I get from all those candidates who come to our office for soliciting our support. It's a very important part of our community to be participating in elections. Like I'm sure all of you all are going to go and vote tomorrow and not take tomorrow as a holiday because it's our responsibility to exercise a right that has been given to us. And whether what single vote matters or doesn't matter is not something that we should be thinking, but we should go and exercise our vote. Otherwise, we should not be able to blame what's happening around us for the honking that happens, the traffic that's all getting created. I don't know when this will get solved, but I am very hopeful that this will get solved. I was reading a documentary or watching a documentary. It said that in 1980s, New York was like a place where women used to fear going out in the evening. And there used to be drugs that were being sold on the Manhattan Street, which is now considered one of the most best streets to do business. So if something like that was happening in New York in 1980s, and we know what's happened to New York right now, I'm sure things will get better for India as well. Each one of us is responsible for it. So we start with the team, and then we would go on to the other things that we have been doing. So we have restarted trainings. All of you all know that as professionals, our strength lies in what we know. So unless we keep sharpening the axe, everybody knows about sharpening the axe, right? That there used to be a woodcutter used to cut the trees, and then after some time he was not able to. He was just working hard, but the trees were not felling. So he understood that rather than putting more effort, it was important that he sharpens his axe. And that's what will happen to us if we don't sharpen our axe. So it's very important that continuously we keep learning and we apply those learnings in the work that we do for our clients. We are creating an atmosphere here where, again, you keep learning. So training should be seen very seriously. We are figuring out, we have identified some topics, but there is always improvement scope that's going to happen. But you cannot always start with the best. But the idea is that everybody is doing hard work to get these trainings organized. The speaker is working hard to present the trainings, and the organizer is working hard to schedule those trainings. So, and we will keep getting better on the quality of the trainings and the expectation on the training. But idea is that because there is a training, it's important that all of you all participate in those trainings and learn, even if that subject is not related to you. Right? Even if it is an audit and you all are a tax team, or if it is something related to CFO and you all are a legal team, it's important to know what's happening outside. So it's important because we need to have well-rounded personalities to serve our clients. So trainings are going to be important. We started those trainings and Ashwin and team are going to lead it. So please keep participating in these trainings wholeheartedly. Then we have some more announcements. So we believe that we want to make this a fun place for all of you all. You all enjoyed the festivities that we did. We started with what I think from Ganpati to Diwali to games and all of that. You all enjoyed? Yes. Great. So idea is that let's work hard and also have this place where we can all have fun together. But important is that while we want to create this atmosphere, that we need to work hard when the work is important, and we want to have fun wholeheartedly, so that everybody who wants to come to office feels that they are coming back to meet their friends or a family, and doesn't feel that where am I going. So that's the whole idea of keeping this a place where everybody enjoys it. But it's also important that individually everybody who is having fun knows that this fun is, you don't get carried away with your fun. Alright, so it's very important that when we are having fun, but it should not be a cost of getting somebody belittled or insulted. Somebody should not feel let out. And most importantly, you have to understand that when we are having fun, we cannot damage the property of the office. Last time when we had our game, somebody sat on the table of our cafeteria and it broke down. Right? So that is something which is not acceptable, right? And I don't think I should be telling this for all people who are all grown up, because everything should be done in moderation. You enjoy yourself, but it should not be done in a manner where it is hurting somebody or some property. So just be careful about it. While our intention is that everybody enjoys, but everybody is equally responsible to ensure that those enjoyments are well accepted. It should not happen that something is being done which makes us rethink about whether we should be doing this or not. So we wouldn't do that because we want to keep this a fun place. And I think Bhavita and team are doing a great job of ensuring that every month we have something. And this time I was seeing that the games time was really fun. I was just worried that nobody should get hurt, but I think all of you all had a great time. Raj and Rahul were conducting, and all of those guys conducted it very well. So we'll keep doing all these fun elements, but just be mindful about people around and the property around. We've had some great clients who have joined us. We have had clients from Guwahati, Assam, who have joined us. Then we have clients from Singapore who have joined us. We have a few clients joining us from Mumbai as well. There is a good brand of sports stores called Total Sports. You should have seen that in, I think, Forum or Viviana. So they are our new clients. We had a great, IPO for our clients, Manba Finance, whom we have been supporting for more than 20 years. We are getting a mandate for one more IPO for our client, and we should be working on it shortly. So good things happening all around. So when we are doing this, some things that we have to be mindful of is when we are working with foreign clients, specifically clients outside India, they don't know us, they haven't not seen us. So they judge us purely based on the formality of the communication that we do and the timeliness of the communication. There is a lot of culture difference between how you work in India and how you work outside India. In India, if you don't respond to the client, he will trouble you by calling you 3 times. But if you are working with a client outside India, if you don't respond to him, he will feel you are not interested in him and he will not even contact you. So he is judging you on the quality of the responses that you do and the timeliness of what you do. So this is not just important for the firm, but anywhere when you are working with international clients, you have to understand that the decorum and the style of the communication and the and the response time becomes very important because they don't see you physically, so they are in the constant mode of judging whether you know the work or not. Secondly, very important that you understand time zones when you contact international clients. It's not that you call somebody at 10 a.m. here when somebody is in US and it's 10 p.m. there, right? So when you're contacting somebody international, it's very important that you look at the time zone and see whether the contact is at their official time. So very important. These things look basic, but sometimes in our work, they are one of our other clients in the list, and we just in our whole busyness forget or don't have the awareness. Sometimes which becomes very expensive because it reflects on the culture of the firm, not the person who is doing it. From there, one thing I wanted to bring across. I think we had a very good session with the managers and the partners on generating reference from a client. So I thought there are some things of it which I should share with you, not because I expect all of you to get client reference, because it's an important learning for everybody here in terms of how to ensure that you become a machine where you continuously get reference. Now that reference could be from people who are referring you for job, or if you are into business, that could be about referrals coming in for your business. So why is referral important? Referral is important specifically because it's not easy to go out and say that I am the best. Somebody else needs to say that you are the best, right? I was giving them an example. If we want to double the size of our firm, do you think that we put a hoarding on Thane station where you have so many people coming in and out of the local train, and we put a large hoarding saying that we are the best tax, audit, legal, dash firm, and we give the best rates, and we are the best team, and we put pictures of everybody there? Would we get clients? Why will we not get clients? There are so many people who are crossing the railway station every day. Why will we not get clients? Sanika, what's your view? Why will we not get clients?
So we need some kind of a test for it that it actually it's a take and there's no comment on it as such from us something else with a test for that okay, I know that this is
Thanks for the answer. She said that it's very important for somebody to tell that I know them and they do good work. Because when somebody is coming and buying professional services, which is what we sell, they are not buying a toothpaste or they are not buying off-the-shelf product which they would look at a hoarding and buy. They want to trust the other person. So how do people trust others? Either when they work with them or when somebody else refers to them, and hence they trust. Now this context is equally true for anybody who wants to go in a job as well. So if somebody recommends me a candidate and I know the credibility of the person who is recommending, I would generally go for that candidate because I know that if he recommend कर रहा है तो अच्छा ही बंदा होगा. Right. So if that happens in getting a team member, it is similar for us when we get a client as well. So it's very important because this is a trust-driven service. People have to trust you to get you work. Specifically when they are opening up their net worth, balance sheet, income and everything. So they have to have very high level of trust and understand that you are people with high integrity for you all to get business. And this gets very easily translated if there is a client who is referring you. Now when would a client refer you? Right. Some of the managers who were there on that meeting, when would a client refer? A client will not refer you when he is happy. A client will refer to you when he is super happy. So client has to refer to you when he is super happy with the work that he is doing. When you go beyond the basic things that you expected, right? वो डायलॉग तुम लोग ने सुना होगा, इतना पैसा में इतना ही मिलता है. That does not hold true for services when you go to. So when you are wanting the client to be super happy, what is it that you do? To go beyond what is expected. Now this is where all of you all come. Because to go beyond what is expected cannot be done only by partners, cannot be done only by managers. It has to be done by everybody who is working for the client. So I may be a very knowledgeable person, a person who keeps relationships very good. But on the ground, if my team member is not answering the call, if my ground and on the ground my team member is not reverting to the email, if on the ground my team member is sending wrong data or asking same queries multiple times, do you think the client will refer? The client will not refer, right? So it becomes imperative, important for all of us to ensure that our client is super happy. And if we inculcate that habit in us, so whatever I'm saying here, you use it in the context of your life. Don't use it just the context of ATMs. If you are going to make somebody super happy, go out of the way and help that person. Go out of the way and think that it is your responsibility to ensure that their problem is solved. There is nothing in life which will stop you from being successful. So if that principle holds good for you to be successful, it holds good for the firm as well. Believe that with 180 people in the firm are going out of the way and trying to solve the client's problem as soon as possible with minimum friction for the client with the best quality service. Where will we go? There's nothing that can stop us from being 10x from where we are. It's very important that all of our clients who are our brand ambassadors are super happy. So whenever you are working, look internally, ask the question, did I do the work in a manner that just ticked the boss off because I was in so much pressure and my partner or my manager had asked me to do this? Or did I do this work with all my heart and ensure that my client is super happy? Ultimately, you are not working for your manager, you are working for the client. So you have to understand whether the work that you did was such high quality, was so timely, your client would have been super happy. So keep asking these questions to her. You all don't need an appraisal or anybody else to keep asking you. If you do that, everything else in life becomes very simple for you. So if this is the North Star for you, that whatever work I am doing, am I making the other person super happy? I think everything else in life will get sorted for you. So in our office, do we all ensure, or you ensure me that everybody is going to work in a manner? So there are no rules, right? I cannot tell that you should answer your emails in 2 hours. You should ensure, because all my rules will be insufficient. Because what you need to only see is, are you doing things which your client is happy about? And not just happy but super happy. So let's all strive to do that. Let's all take that individual leadership responsibility to ensure that everybody we are working with at the end of the assignment, at the end of the work, feels कि boss ये कहाँ थे अभी तक? I get those comments sometimes when we sit with clients कि boss अगर 5 साल पहले आप मिल गए होते तो मेरा life change हो गया था. So those are things that actually make you believe that you are actually adding value to somebody else's life. So at your age, if you start doing it, if there is a simple shift that you bring into your life, things will get progressed in your life very fast. So that was one thing I wanted to bring about. Another thing is on new clients we spoke. So now it's time for appreciations for all of you all who have been doing great work. And Bhavita brings this to me. So the first appreciation goes to Kajal Girkar from outsourced accounts for not only handling the audit queries of Bharat Flooring but also sitting extra time and solving the queries of Vera, whose accountant left 1 month before the audit period. So a big hand for Kajal. So this is what I said about going beyond what is expected. She was working for Bharat Flooring, but she just went beyond her work to ensure that she was doing work for another firm where the accountant left. Great job, Kajal. The second appreciation goes for Amar Patil from Deepak sir's team. Is he around? So Amar has taken excellent ownership and commitment towards his work and he's been adopting a lot of good things. So a big round of applause to Amar and we'll get him the certificate when he's around. And from the audit team we have Arshita Sethi for handling various types of clients during the audit season and also handling a new team, which is not always easy. So big round of applause for her. Well done, well done. Let's have a big round of applause. From DT team, we have Bhavika Periwal for excellent work in tax audit season and successfully completing a new assignment smoothly as a new article. New article getting appreciation is a great thing. Congratulations. Well done, well done. And the last appreciation for this season or this town hall is to Hemant Chaudhary for again excellent work in the sixth season. Veteran now in the firm, Hemant has been handling a lot of seasons now, right, Hemant? Well done. I don't see a lot of applause coming, specifically from the DP team in the long run. Appreciation to that. That's all from me. Anything else from Shifali, Suhas?
Since the appreciations are going on, I just want to verbally appreciate Bhavita because Diwali in our office is generally the whole Diwali celebration, the distributions and all it. There are too many things involved, and even though this was her first year, she just beautifully managed it, and it was very smooth and everything just happened perfectly. So a big round of applause for Bhavita. Just two things from me. Sir just mentioned about the whole having fun part. As much as we put in efforts to ensure that not only academically, professionally, but along with all that growth, you also have fun. You feel you want to come to office. कि जैसे वो स्कूल वाली फीलिंग होती थी. So when we were in school, we didn't at all want to go to school, and now if I see my kids, they just want to go to school because they have so much of fun. So the same counts for our office as well. That we want that you come, you just to learn, to have fun, to mix and to enjoy with everybody. But at the same time, please put in that extra effort to protect what we have. And we have this beautiful office. It's almost 7-8 years, and doesn't it still look new? I feel, because there's a lot of effort that goes in. There's a lot of, not only from this side plus, but from this side as well. Okay. So when we had just entered into the new office, we had a lot of rules. Simple things that were just put down on a piece of paper, like if you see this chair, whenever you get up, you just put it back in place. Small things. But if a client is coming in and if he sees everything so neatly placed, even when you're not on your seat, it really counts, it matters. So for this session, this town hall, I want you guys to just do two things. One is whenever you get up, you put your seat back. Second is wherever you are sitting, just make sure there are no extra papers, nothing extra on the table. Look, just let it look as neat as possible. Okay? Even you will start feeling nice. If every table is neat and clean, the moment you enter, or the moment you sit on your table, it will be a smile. It will be, wow, it's looking so nice. And it hardly takes any effort. It's a very small thing to do every day. At the end of the day, just look around, what are the extra files that need to go back, what are the extra papers that need to be disposed, just do it. So these two things, can you help me do this?
Yes.
Yes? Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. See you all.